let me be cheap, because I can't put too much hose on there because it might cost me 16 cents more at the end of a camper. So then I got a hose that I got to go plug in there. Whoever put that here, and he knows, he crimped it, he put those wire cable holder. Why did you give that curve if you knew it was going to be too short?
So you liked it before, we're giving you some more. Let's bring you some more positive RV inspections from the first quarter of 2024.
We got a pile of good ones, so it's nothing new. For those people that think that we trash everything on purpose, no, we don't. It's not what we do. We're there to help you out, to avoid you from falling into an awaiting time or a money pit or something that you thought, whoa, this is beautiful, and you're actually getting raked.
Or a fail along the trail. So let's show you our first one. This was a 2023 Airstream Globetrotter 30 RBT, and it was pre-owned, and our customers were going to be moving into this full time.
As Airstream is known, no slide out, so you solve a couple of problems right there. I get it. Who wants to live in the fuselage? That's up to you. It's a personal choice. A lot of us want to have slide out for the roomy inside. The advantage of Airstream in the Florida construction, when we don't find issues, and as you know, we found issues on Airstream as well, so don't undermine what we're doing for Airstream. But this Airstream was pretty much flawless. I just have an issue with one of the plug that goes into the unit that somebody probably dragged on the floor or something. So far I've got this door. So this upper corner of this door is actually not sealing. So see, the bulb seal inside will not, unless I understand this is not a Class A, so you're not going down the road, so you won't hear the listening. But when it's windy and you're in your trailer, you'll hear this and water could come in there. Just saying, little detail. Then go in the back. All right, so now look at this piece of crap. Look at this. And by the way, we were asked to have 50 amp. Well, no, that's 30 amp. But surprise, surprise, they use those cable for every one of them. So you're gonna take this cable, your cable, and use it to see if it's working. Globetrotter, perfect. Can't say nothing. Here and there, little comments, except for the door. Underneath is perfect. I've got nothing. This is rewarding, comforting. I don't remember of nothing that could have held you up for too long. I don't remember. What did you have inside?
I remember that I had, like where their little closet was in the bedroom, it was loose, so it needed to be attached to the ceiling. I also had quite a few dents in the refrigerator, but it made sense because the pantry opened. And when you opened the pantry, your microwave was in this pantry, which was a really cool feature. But if all of a sudden you thought, oh, I forgot my cream cheese, and you open up the fridge door, you're gonna actually dent the door. So there were some dents in the door. But for a floor plan, I'm not an Airstream lover because I do love slides, but I do love the looks of them. They are beautiful. And this floor plan, the kitchen area, it was open. It was really nice. I was really looking forward. Our customers, Colleen and Patrick, were super excited. They were going to be moving into this full time, and they were coming out of a fifth wheel with all the slides and all the bells and whistles. They were looking forward to having something a little bit smaller, more compact, that they could actually travel the US in.
And by the way, that refrigerator is actually a vegan refrigerator. You don't have to put cream cheese. You could put tofu cheese in there, just saying. I just wanted to specify.
Oh, your avocado for your avocado toast.
That was a special order, so that's called a vegan refrigerator, just saying.
So let's talk about, this is that 2024 Thor Magnitude RS36. Everyone's afraid because we said Thor. Are you kidding? Hold on, wake up.
I'm afraid because everybody says Magnitude. So
right? Oh yeah, the magnitude of issues. This wasn't the magnitude of issues though. This was shocking, surprising.
Yeah.
We were amazed all day long.
Okay, like, but you got to be careful.
Is this really?
Well, And that was the point we realized, is that that was just built, I think it was in February, so a couple of months or a month before, just barely. It was brand spanking new out of production line. Nothing against Thor. I know there's been a lot of layoffs in April, which was a month or two after the construction bill of this, but they already knew that sales were going down. We're talking 38% down, whatever. So they already know that, oh geez, now we got to take our time, because we're not paid by production of making 6 a day of those units. So you got to understand that the last couple of units we've seen after Christmas has been more attention put on it, because they know their life is on the line and they're about to get laid off. So I think they finally got the picture that, well, we're going to be paid by the hour, so let's take our time and make something right. That'd be my 2 cents.
Well, they did. I remember thinking, what am I going to find in here? And I was up on the bed looking into the cabinets above the bed, and there was inside the cabinet, the trim on the wall was coming down. It was a little loose.
So I remember having an issue with the inverter, thinking I'd have an issue with the inverter, but actually it was the switch of the generator that wasn't turned on to power the inverter, the breaker switch that's on your generator, so always keep an eye on that. End of the day, part 1. End of the day, part 2. All right, so we got a problem with our transfer switch, which we did this morning, but that solved the problem. So, oh, okay, it was just a transfer switch. So most likely it's the same problem, because now I've got the generator. Remember I told you about this, that if ever you had a problem, well, if you come here, this transfer switch and this converter are actually not working. So there is a problem, electrical problem here, either the converter or the transfer switch. You know what's nice about what I do? I don't fix it. They're on their own, but you have a problem. Isn't that what you wanted to know? All right, let's go check if we got something else outside. To demystify, even Thor can do something real decent for a budget.
Let's talk about that 2024 Keystone Cougar 240 MLE. Are you looking for a Cougar?
No, I'm actually being careful because the sun was going to blind me. You know, when it went out of the sky, when the moon crossed, or
the day of the eclipse.
That was it. That's where we were.
I remember. And I was so afraid that he was going to look up at the sun.
So that camper went from white on the outside, it went from white to orange. Orange? Yeah, because the sun came down and I was waiting for darkness. Well, it didn't happen in Florida. There was no darkness there. So back to the RV itself.
I really didn't have a lot on the inside. It was a lot of minor itty bitty ditty gritty stuff. I did have a trim in the kitchen area that was not attached to the ceiling. So it's lunchtime, and I'm really happy about today. What Pierre is showing you right now is a little bit of trim that is not attached to the ceiling. Okay, so minor issues, right? Nothing really to tell you about, for real. This Cougar is spotless. It's not spotless. No, the floors are a little filthy, but we're not finding anything. So for lack of better word, it is phenomenal. We're both really happy about what we're finding so far, which is like nothing. I have one little spot on a door on the side of it that could use a little bit of paint. What about you?
It was a beautiful unit. I remember that. And my only concern, if I recall, in all the little things that I might have had, 1 or 2 things here, comment or minor, my biggest thing was the hose on the outside kitchen, if you remember, that the guy who did this was just a little bit too lazy to change the hose and put 2 inches longer. So here's your grill. Let me be cheap, because I can't put too much hose on there, because it might cost me 16 cents more at the end of a camper. So then I got a hose that I got to go plug in there. It's this irritating thing that whoever put that here, and he knows, he crimped it, he put those wire cable holder Why did you give that curve if you knew it was going to be too short? Well, because my manufacturer or my plant manager gave me 16 inches. And, oh, geez, it's too late. I already screwed those on. So, dealer will figure it out. Detail. But it's working. I was able to stretch it a little bit, put it in there, and it did work. The only thing that I have left, I got to go show you. It's ridiculous. This is really nice. Let's go in the front. It's a manufacturer defect, which was easy to fix, so it didn't hold you up for a day or two or a week. That was the advantage. Listen, people, it happens. There is some shitty unit out there. You remember the one that we brought the worst into them. This is reality. This is a fact. But isn't that the reason why you're hiring an RV inspection team? Don't you want to have two sets of eyes that actually have a clue what they're looking at? That just don't do an inspection once a month? Just saying. Keep that in mind.
So remember, we actually endorse RV inspectors. And we have endorsed RV inspection teams throughout the United States. So if you're looking for a team, reach out to us, BLUEOX on the Run or BLUEOX RV Inspection, and we can set you up with a team that's closest to you.
And if you are an inspector watching this and wonder and like and see where we're going all the time, and you say, well, maybe if I am a team and you're like-minded,
detail-oriented,
and you see where we're going with this, that it's more and beyond just a job, and you actually have a dedication of trying to make a service to this industry,
and you're ethical, and you're working for your customer, not the seller,
please reach out. Go to BLUEOX RV Inspection. Go check what we have for endorsement. There's a place on there. If you want an inspection, if you're seeking for endorsement, you're going to see on the website, and go check our website. You might enjoy what we've also created for our website. It's kind of a little bit not interactive, but it talks about what Laurel does, what I do, where we come from, so that would give you a synopsis of who you're dealing with.
You kind of get to know us a little bit better. So remember, and do never forget, it's not about the destination, it's all about the journey.